you out. The shaggy from the east and the shaggy from the west. Shaggy from the north and the shaggy from the south. Shaggy from the north and the shaggy from the south. So why just a mash up the place?
Hello and welcome to another video. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to make speed garage in the style of ATW, inspired by their tracks With You, 100% and Backshot. The project file, samples and presets are available for a small contribution in the description. However, the main vocal is from Splice and won't be included in the project, although I have included the ASD file for easy relinking. I have videos on both Interplanetary Criminal and Main Phase, which I'll link in the description. Our BPM is 139 and we're in D minor, but you could use major scales as ATW do in With You. In hindsight, I'd have chosen a lower key, so maybe A or G, but I was focused on finding a decent vocal with the right timbre. First, we have this 909 style kick, as ATW's kicks are functional, not flashy. Next, we have the drums group. First, we have the claps and snares. For the snares, we have these choked electronic and Amen snares. We have a couple of mid-range loops. I found this first loop on Freesound, chopped it up and quantized it. I'll link the original in the description. For the res loop, I resampled the claps and hats and took the audio down by an octave. I saw this technique in another video, which I'll link on the screen and in the description. If I take the loops out, you can hear how they beef up the drums. This MPC Funker groove is applied to everything in the drums group. Aside from the drum loop, drum res, and crash, I've applied an alternative version of the groove to the drum loop with quantization, as some of the hits felt a bit off. For the drum resample, I haven't applied anything, as the claps and hats had the groove applied when I was resampling them. Next, we have the high perks group. I've added this rack with redux and vinyl distortion in parallel. For the hats, we have two open hats and a closed hat, which is in a choke group with hat 2. Then we have these high loops, and I've added wider. Like the other loops, these help to solidify the groove. On the drums group, there's saturator, glue, and drum bus, all in parallel, and an EQ. Reverb is applied via Sende, and we're using the empty club preset. Next, we have the basses, starting with bass 1, which is similar to a classic UKG warper. This offbeat octave jump bass line is inspired by With You. In Serum, we have a sine wave taken down by 2 octaves. And this add seconds waveform, also taken down by 2 octaves. Both A's wavetable position and FM from B's amount are being modulated by LFO1. Oscillator B is a sine wave with its level taken down. In the effects, there's distortion and EQ. Next, we have bass 2. The MIDI here is a continuation of bass 1's pattern. In Serum, we have a similar setup to the last patch, although this time we have a triangle wave for A with this harmonic subtle waveform in B, which has been taken up by an octave. This sidechain-like shape in LFO1 is modulating 5 different parameters, including the cutoff of this low-pass filter. In the effects, there's multi-band compression, distortion, and EQ. On the bassist group, there's compression of just the subfrequencies using multi-band dynamics, saturator, EQ, parallel compression, chorus, and a sub-sidechain rack, so the kick punches through the bass below 150 Hz. Reverb is applied via A. Next, we have the effects. These are various inserts applied. The pitched impact has Serum Effects Reverb, for example. And the others have echoes, sometimes with reverb on the echoes. On the group, there's saturator, glue, EQ, chorus, and reverb via A. Having various impacts, dub effects, and transition effects are a crucial part of most types of UK-based music, particularly when there are fewer melodic elements. Finally, we have the vocals.
Man, you forget the original. This is what the man said originally. Originally, one come to shock you out. He shock you from the east and he shock you from the west. Shock you from the north and he shock you from the south. Shock you from the north and he shock you from the south. So, boy, this is a mash up the place.
This ragga vocal has this auto pitch auto tune applied, and this is a free plugin, which I'll link below. I've also pitch shifted the second chop because it sounded better to my ear once I'd run it through the auto tune.
Man, you forget the original. This is what the man. Man, you forget the original. This is what the man said originally. Originally, one come to shock you. Man, you forget the original. This is what the man said originally. Originally, one come to shock you out. He shock you from the. Man, you forget the original. This is what the man said originally. Originally, one come to shock you out. He shock you from the east and he shock you from the west.
ATW use similar dancehall flavored vocals in both 100% and Backshot. And although I don't think they're using heavy autotune like I am, as you could hear, the autotune is essential, as without it, the vocal sounds very out of key. Then we have OTT and drum bus, EQ, and echo. Finally, we have the Vox effects. I made this by reversing the original sample and applying the same echo I have here, reversing it again, and then shortening it. The original version is a sample from Freesound, and I'll link it below. On the group, there's isotope vinyl with pitch warping, EQ, chorus, and Serum reverb.
Shock you from the north and shock you from the south. So, boy, this is a mash up the place. Shock you from the north and shock you from the south. Shock you from the north and shock you from the south. So, boy, this is a mash up.
And that's the video. Please leave any questions in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.
Originally, one come to shock you out. He shock you from the east and he shock you from the west. Shock you from the north. from the south, shaggy from the north, and the shaggy from the south. So boy, this a mash up the place.